Hey everyone, my name is Jarrett and thanks for tuning into my video. Today I will be guiding you through a tour of Skagway, Alaska. Now in early March of 2022, my wife and I were there during our cruise on the Majestic Princess, and this is the view from our cabin while we were docked in Skagway. Now as you can see, there is a lot of graffiti on the cliff that's facing the ship. Now from my understanding, ship crews have been autographing this cliff since 1928 with their logos to commemorate their first voyage to Skagway. Further to the left at a distance, you'll notice the railway cars that are used for the White Pass Railroad excursion. This is definitely a popular excursion for cruise ship passengers interested in viewing Alaska scenery or just local wildlife. After exiting the ship, it is about a 10-minute walk along the main road between the cruise ship terminal and downtown Skagway. But along the way, there are a couple of restaurants, there's an RV park, and there's a nice walking trail that veers to the left once you get to Dewey Creek. And of course, there is a local train station. So this town really does have a rustic feel to it. If you'll notice, there are wooden boardwalks in front of most of the buildings in the downtown area. Our main objective that morning was to walk to the Gold Rush Cemetery that's located northeast of downtown, and then hike on a trail to the Lower Reid Falls. Now this is approximately a 45-minute walk from the cruise ship to the cemetery one way, so you do need to be in the mood to go on a fairly lengthy walk. Once we entered downtown Skagway, we did take Broadway Street, which is not the main street that runs through town, but eventually Broadway did take us to State Street, which then took us out of town toward the cemetery. In case you were wondering, there are signs along the roadways that direct you to the cemetery. But check out the views along the way. There are beautiful mountains that surround the town on all sides, and a lot of birch trees with yellow foliage. There are restrooms at the cemetery in case you need to make a quick pit stop. The trailhead to the Lower Reid Trail starts at the giant gold nugget. You can't miss it. Now the hike from the giant gold nugget to the Lower Reid Falls isn't very long. It only takes less than 15 minutes to hike the trail, but it is all uphill and you do need to be in decent shape to make the hike. And I was out of breath by the time we got to the waterfall area. Near the waterfall, there is a very small cave that we witnessed one person entering and exiting. I have to say that entering the cave is probably not too safe due to the rocky terrain, but the view of the waterfall, the creek, and the surrounding mountains are just breathtaking. So the hike is definitely worth the outing. If you are interested, on the way back down the trail, there is a separate path that will take you through the main part of the cemetery. And then right next to the cemetery, you can see the railway that runs alongside one of the creeks that leads to Skagway. The view from this area is also just breathtaking. So on the way back, we didn't spend a lot of time in downtown Skagway. One place that I wish I had visited is the building straight ahead at the end of 7th Avenue. At the time I thought it was a church building, but it is actually a museum. From my understanding, the entrance fee is just $2, and the museum includes local artifacts and information about Skagway's history, as well as local Native American culture. The Red Onion Saloon looks like a favorite among visitors, and the gray building to the right that is covered in driftwood is actually a visitor center with free maps, brochures, clean restrooms, and of course a helpful staff that can answer questions about the area. If you're looking for a souvenir to take home with you, there are a few shops that sell t-shirts, hats, mugs, or just local artwork. This particular souvenir shop is located directly across the street from the local park on the southwest part of town. While you are in the area, you may want to spend a few minutes admiring the steam engine and Rotary Snow Plow. The steam engine is believed to be the first engine to reach the White Pass summit in February of 1899, and the snow plow was used between 1898 and 1964. There is also another visitor center located near the park. The Skagway Centennial Statue is located in this same park, and while we were there, unfortunately there were some individuals that climbed on the statue. I'm not sure what the locals think about this, but it seems somewhat disrespectful. What do you think? Do you agree? Feel free to comment below. That afternoon in Skagway, we booked a helicopter excursion to Meade Glacier and back. If you are interested in viewing a video of this excursion, please hit the link on the upper left of the screen toward the end of this video. In the excursion, we took off from the Temsco helicopter facility on the southwest end of Skagway. We flew over snow-capped mountains and then landed on Meade Glacier. While we were on the glacier, our helicopter pilot gave us a guided tour for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then we took flight again to the Temsco facility. The overall experience was just incredible, and we would highly recommend it. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or thought it was helpful, please hit the like button. If you want to see future videos that we post to our channel, please subscribe and select the bell icon so you'll be notified every time we post a video.